Ladies and gents, here we are again. Bago natin ipakilala ang ating mga guests for tonight, mga bigatin to eh. Alam mo naman, Mrs. K, di ba?
Yes.
Yes, and we're so happy that we're invited. Kahit pa ang layo ng Dublin eh, from Waterford.
Yes.
Pero hindi natin matiis, di ba, Mrs. K? So, what are we waiting for? Tara!
Let's talk.
Tara!
Let's talk!
Andito po tayo kasama ang mga inspirational na Filipino sila talagang yumayabong, sabihin na natin, yung kanilang pamumuhay at saka yung lifestyle, kumbaga, and then the way they
Help other
help other
Filipinos.
people, especially Filipinos, di ba?
So I'm very proud of this couple. Talagang me and Don, we look up to them. So
Yeah.
we have Ate Daisy and Kuya Ronald Mauhay. Welcome to our podcast.
Well, first of all, guys, congratulations first. You're booming and blooming.
Thank you. Yes.
That's great, and I'm so very proud of you too. I'm also a fan.
Oh, thank you.
We are a fan. We're following you. Tsaka follow nyo na rin to ha, itong podcast nila. Tara, let's. So, my name is Daisy Mauhay. So, I'm married to this guy, Mr. Ronald Mauhay. So, so what we have been doing so far, for the update, we used to do, or we are still doing the placement agency. So, we supply nurses, carers, general works to different industries. So,
Yes.
but mostly it's more of a caring industry, which is the nursing homes, mga home care, and also we have some mga farmers, machinists, engineers, yeah. So we have those different, mga yung scaffolders. Also, just recently we have, yeah.
When you mean supplies, like those people ba ate from the Philippines?
From the Philippines and
hire
from minsan
here then?
from different countries as well. Yeah, we also have some Nepalese now. Just actually tomorrow early morning there will be coming, arriving. So we recently had our one of the nurses also from the Philippines, actually, and then we have some carers. We kind of everything. Yes.
That's
Basta,
very good.
when it comes to manpower, talagang you're
It's all about manpower. Yeah. So
Oh,
just
okay.
During pandemic ate, so ano yung nangyari? Like, still ba kahit na nung pandemic, marami pa rin kayong talaga nakuhang Filipinos from, workers from other countries?
Yeah, we do have some workers from other countries, from Philippines. We had Singapore. With Singapore also, we had from Qatar and also from Dubai.
Okay.
So from the Philippines, Dubai, Singapore, Qatar, different countries, and then also from
Even New Zealand.
New Zealand.
New Zealand, oh.
Yes, also we had some New Zealand people also. Yeah.
Okay.
And you opened a new, is it care homes ate, di ba? Yung sa lettering?
Oh, that's the latest Litrium. Yeah.
Yes,
So
yeah.
it's beautiful. You should come there.
I know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we missed it the last time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I saw some photos on Facebook and I'm like, oh, there's a lake and
It's a beautiful, it's a village. So that is my dream actually. It's a village that, but we are, the one in Kildare is just supposed to be the village that we're supposed to develop. But then this opportunity comes first. So during the summertime, we use it for the TUSLA and the HSC. So we cater for the children with some kind of family problems. And they just need some kind of accommodation for after, after their holiday. The trouble. I can't say it's off the hook. But it was really a good opportunity from Tusla. Yeah.
I believe that the two of you, you're working for your company, right? At the moment now, you're like fully working, and I believe that Ronald is actually an engineer, a software engineer.
Software engineer.
So are you not missing that being software engineer?
I'm kind of missing it actually, yeah. But then 2021 I start retiring December 2021. So I have my resignation also to avail for the pension
The scheme.
Of course,
scheme,
don't
yeah.
forget that.
Our
As if
accountant
you
is
need
here.
it.
He said no.
As if you need it.
Yeah. Then yeah, I'm still missing it, but I'm still also working on the IT part of the company. So
that's
so
good.
there's nothing to miss it. Although it's a different world. Like before, I'm doing finance now.
So who is the boss?
Of course.
They're pointing at each other.
Yeah,
Guys.
that's good.
It's an
Yeah.
equal. So he support. He's my number one avid fan,
Oh, yes.
and I'm his number one avid fan too.
That's nice, yeah.
Yeah, that's really nice. Kasi, di ba, like kanina na-mention natin, being a couple, talagang it's important na both of you work together. It's a partnership, di ba?
It is. It is.
It is.
There should be no competition. It's only that you support each other, because I think that is actually I think it is the secret of every success, is when you have a good family relationship, because you don't think of anything else. You know, when you go to work, at least if your family is okay and you're settled and you have a good relationship with your partner or your husband or your wife, then you know you don't need to think of anything else.
Everything is
But you just have to focus on your work, because I think it's the most important part of of every success.
yes.
When you are, when you have a good relationship with your husband, is something that can help.
Yeah. Let's just say, like, when you go out and do your work, and then when you go home, it's nice na hindi mo na problema yung husband mo or your family mo na. You'll just go home and relax and,
Yes,
you know, I
From-
think yung ganong
Yeah.
situation.
It's good because
Yeah.
the partnership that I have with Ronald is not just through marriage, it's also with business.
Yeah.
So what we do is we combine together. So every morning after bringing the kids into the school, we go out for breakfast. And so then we talk about everything. We talk from children, from whatever our plans, holiday, and the situation in the company, and everything. So all the business planning, all the situation to solve, all the things that we need to discuss, both as a husband and wife and both as a business partner. So it works together.
But what's kind of driving you really into like having this business? Is it because in the past that you were kind of you really want to have your own?
How did you go to that?
Yeah.
This is business.
The move.
The move.
From working as a nurse in ICU, ate, di ba?
No, emergency.
Emergency.
Like AMU, like acute medicine unit.
Because it's different from, handling nursing home and the hospital. Yeah, how did you come up to the idea?
We've been working together back in the Philippines, not as a couple. He is supporting. Remember I told you before in the
Yes,
first
yes,
interview, it is in my nature actually from the very start. Like I think as far as I remember, I've been helping people, and because of the religious activities.
yes, yeah.
So every Christmas I go to the different houses, those in the far-flung area. There's no light. Those really poor among the poorest.
It's just your passion.
It is just for some
Yeah.
reason. Because I think I'm blessed. I feel so blessed. We're not rich. We're just comfortable. It is just that I think the people around me are so very generous also, and I'm receiving those. And I think I need to give it back to the other people, to the community. Then when I met Ronald, I've been doing my one-woman medical mission. Remember that?
Yes.
So he's supporting my one-woman medical mission. I fell in love with his packet. Joke,
Yun pala.
joke. No, I think, and he reminded me, when we were discussing what we wanted to do, he reminded me of what I used to do. He reminded me, remember you're doing this and you're doing that, so why don't you do whatever you're good at?
Your heart is
Where your heart is, rather than doing because you remember I would like to do the spa, the beauty thing and things like that. So and I said, no, you're not good at that. So I think and then I met a lot of people that needs a lot of help, possibly because of the work that I've done in PGH before, the Philippine General Hospital, that I used to work. So we'd go a lot and serve people that is underprivileged. And I think it really made me fell in love with them. You know, if I can help them, that means I'm helping myself also, because I feel so satisfied, you know, like what I got rewarded,
Rewarded,
and
yeah.
because I have extended my help.
And the contentment is
The
there.
contentment,
Yes,
That's
yeah.
right.
yeah.
Oo.
Because you know, it's not everybody is being used to become a blessing of instrument of blessing.
Of course,
And
yeah.
I think we're, you know, He's using us to become an instrument of blessing.
That's really
And
good.
so, like, when it comes to management, when it comes to managing all the people, is it difficult, and how difficult is it, or how do you deal with that?
Managing people is always difficult, right? Especially different characters, hundreds of them now. Our, you know, the principle in our group, in our organization, is always the golden rule. Do unto others what you want others to do unto you, and please do not do unto others what you don't want others to do unto you, and you will never go wrong. So it's
Correct,
always like that, honestly, and trust me, that's been our principle in life. And I think whatever we're doing, we're getting it back. You know,
And we can see them, masaya, madaming tao, yung mga
Correct,
staff mo, they're all happy. So,
Yeah.
we can see their ate na, alam mo yan. It's
Yeah.
I think to see your people or yung mga staff mo na masaya, that makes you happy talaga na. Hindi mo
it is true.
babayaran.
Yeah. No,
Oo.
no money can pay if you know, that kind of smile from your
Yes.
staff. And they say, you know, one staff told me earlier, she just hugged me. Actually, a lot of them hugged. Thank you for being, you know, for taking us as part of your team. You know, it's really nice. And one of the clients that was there,
Yeah.
Daisy gave me another life. That is
Oh,
something.
that's-
That
yes,
is really
Very,
something.
yes,
Yeah.
it's very rewarding. It's very, like, you know, your heart is full, basically.
It is, yeah. It
Yeah.
is. It is something that, you know, like when you are extending help or assistance to other people, the more blessing that you get. You know, during that pandemic,
That's true, ate.
I have proven that a lot. So when someone is kind of says, so did something bad to us, well,
Oh.
There will always be
Yeah,
something like
no,
that. Or
me and
someone.
Don, we always talk about that. Don't you notice when people are being mean or did something wrong, there's always good things that happen to us. And
Yeah.
it's really proven.
it is.
It's always like that.
That's why when say, oh, let them be mean because we'll get more blessings.
That's true. Because sometimes,
That's really true. Oo.
you know, one time we were being mislabeled, and I said, no, focus on it. Focus.
Yeah.
Focus on what we
just-
do.
Yeah.
Yes,
Because if
yes.
you believe in
Because-
something,
Yeah.
then
They're just noise.
Yes.
If you believe in what you're doing, you know what you can bring in the table. You alam mo na tama.
Yes.
I think just continue.
Yeah, and don't get distracted, because there are distractors. And if you get distracted, then you will not be able to finish what you want to do. You're not going to achieve your goal. So just focus, leave them, because that's what they want.
yeah, haters will always be haters, ika nga.
Yeah.
This is what I like pagkakausap
Kaya
natin
nga,
sila.
masarap,
Ako
diba?
talaga, kasi me and him talaga, na-inspire kami.
Oh,
kami.
thank
thank
you.
you.
We always
Yeah.
watch your, so I know we only see you on social media, but we're na-inspire talaga kami. Kasi me and Don, we all, lagi kaming happy pag may nakikita kaming nananalo.
Successful people.
Successful.
Parang,
Alam mo
wow.
yung wow.
Yeah.
We actually had an interview with another couple din na they work together na makikita mo from the very beginning na nag-grow sila. And
Yeah.
we're just happy.
Because if you are working, because, you know, our family is like a company also. It's like, you know, how you run your family is how you can run your business.
Yes.
So if if you cannot run and make your family complete and happy, how can you run other, you know,
Correct.
your company? It is like a real, you know, a small company. You know, family is a basic unit of society.
Yes.
That is true. So it is really something that
Yeah. Kuya, you have what do you call all girls. How do you
Come on.
handle that?
How are you managing that?
They're the one handling me.
Because in my family, they're all boys. And they're all scared of me. I think boys are easy. It's like, they always,
Yes.
mama, mama, mama. And the only problem in my house is food.
Oh.
How about you, Kuya, in
Same.
the house?
Same
Is it
food, yeah.
food as
But
well?
they
Yeah.
like
They don't
different.
they don't see food as a food, like because they wanted just something like all
All
different.
different.
All different, yeah.
My boys are easy. Whatever I put in there, they're okay. Because I said, no special, nothing. Vegetables, nothing.
That's good.
You know,
Yeah.
they're easy.
That's good. That's good. Yeah.
But I think maybe because they're boys, they're not really, Yeah.
Oh, it's really nice to talk with you, and hopefully you can join us
Yes.
in our
Sometime
next,
soon,
the
maybe.
blessing.
Nandito lang kami, ate.
Yes,
Yeah.
so we'll have a blessing again.
And you
know,
can
it's
invite
you can
the
invite
viewers, Kuya and Ate, about your company, and if there's, because there's so many Filipinos actually
Looking for jobs.
watching our channel.
Even not Philippines.
Not only in the Philippines but like in other places.
Yeah, you're global now, huh?
Yes.
Kinda.
Yeah, and we are the top send ambassador.
Yes.
Oh.
Don't forget,
Congrats.
download Tap Send.
Yes.
Very
they
good.
can get €20 on their first transaction by using MMK.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
And it's
diba?
free remittance ate. So nakakatuwa kasi we give €20, which is,
Mm-hmm.
if you convert that to peso, it's 1,200 pesos.
Yes,
So
yeah.
that's really good.
You're doing very well, guys.
Yeah, very good.
So thank you very much, guys, for inviting us
Having
again, and more power to the Nightingale
We
Hey,
knew
and
that.
Serenity. That's the new
Serenity
one.
Care.
Yeah.
Serenity Care.
Yeah.
Wow.
Best of luck ate.
Best of
More
luck.
power.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And like
Sila,
what we
Thank
said,
you.
itong
the
yung
only
mga-
way is up.
Yes.
That's true, that's true.
Okay.
Well, I also thank our accountant there.
Yes. Thank you very
Would you
much.
like to join us here,
Just to say
Martin?
something,
And
probably.
Yes,
Yeah.
So I'm Martin Highland, one of the directors, the owner of the business, and then
I am Elena Pagoba. I am an accountant for Nightingale and the payroll as well. So
She has the money.
Elena does all the work.
How did you meet the couple, Daisy and Ronald? How did you come up with like meeting them and having the company and all these
That's
things?
a good
Yeah,
question.
it is actually a good
Yeah.
question. Yeah, I think we just got recommended, and then from it was obviously a good few years ago, and then obviously we were looking for office space as well. There was a bit of both, and then they took office space off us, and then on top of that, then they became involved in obviously our accountancy business as well. So became a client of our accountancy and taxation business. And that's kind of where it grew from a few
Yeah.
years ago, and then obviously the business from their perspective
Yeah.
kind of grew each year on year, you know. So,
Right.
Yeah.
That's nice. And then, have you worked with Filipinos before?
No, but like, I mean, I wouldn't kind of deem that as a.
As
we
Filipinos
just-
are like,
yeah, we met people
Right.
and that was it, like, you know.
Oh yeah,
so
yeah.
it was-
Well, the reason why I've asked that is because obviously a lot of our viewers are Filipinos, and then you know the way like they kind of want to know as well if they come to Ireland, what's the perspective of the
Yeah.
Irish people
Yeah,
towards
no,
Filipinos?
I mean, I don't think that, like, Ireland, as I'm sure Daisy would agree and Ronald, it's very multicultural, you know, as in that it's not kind of, you know, there's so many cultures here in Ireland anyway, so it wouldn't even, that wouldn't even kind of
Issue.
different, it wouldn't be an issue,
Yeah.
you know, in terms of what type of culture a person is meeting, you know, so, I mean, that, I know from my own perspective, I wouldn't even thought that, you know, so,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. So we actually always say this, that here in Ireland, it's very rare that you will encounter racism, and it's really nice to hear it from you yourself. You know, because we always say that we're really happy here because you are treated the same and equal. So it's coming from you. It's really nice to
Yeah.
hear it.
How about Elena? Are you originally
I'm from Lithuania.
Lithuania.
But, yeah, but I'm Russian.
Oh,
Makes sense. Yeah, so for me, it's any country is a foreign, but I feel in Ireland as at home.
yes.
That's what
Oh,
yeah, I feel that's in home.
nice.
Yeah, that's
So-
why I not feel, that I'm foreigner here, but that's why I want, to stay here forever, because it's a lot of different nationalities here, and I mean, and it's not big issue, that we're different. So we are equal. That's what main, the thing here. So I feel,
That's amazing.
yeah.
Yeah, so we're kind of glad that we all come
Because
from.
we always promote Ireland, and we
Yeah.
always say that. So coming
no.
from you guys, it's
And I
really
suppose,
nice.
look, I interview a lot of people in different nationalities in terms of different jobs from our point of view, and like I would never kind of. I'd always interview different nationalities and all that, but it would never. It'd be more down to can you do the job or can you whatever. And we have loads of different cultures from South America to Lithuania
Yeah, I
to
know.
all over the world working for us,
Yeah, and
and
I can-
clients as well,
I can confirm that that's really true.
Yes, yeah.
It's
They're very actually the first, when we were talking, myself, I think you were there or not, when we were having a meeting before, and the very first thing that Martin told me is that, we handled a lot of, company, and they can see that growing and growing, and that's one thing actually. He didn't actually look at me as a different person, like a different, like for what you're saying is the nationality,
It's more of what you can do, or what
Yeah,
can you
yeah.
do when you're kind of meeting the person. When it comes to obviously employing somebody, it's not like hey, it's kind of
There's no stereotype.
and even
Yeah.
like not only just employing, like like
Even
business
like
to business.
business to business,
Yes, yeah.
And it's not even an employee. It's just more, can you do the job from an employee
Yes.
point of view, or even a client point of view. It's like just meeting the person. They have a good business, and and that's it. Like that's what it comes down to, really. And
One thing about Martin, whenever you approach him, he always have ready to answer. Like Martin, and he will answer his phone, and even he will actually. Sometimes we were in a lunch, no, and then Martin is just so happened to pass by, or he was also having lunch at the same restaurant. All of a sudden, we're talking business.
I remember.
So that's how accommodating he is.
Yes.
He is very accommodating. So he
Okay.
doesn't, like, whatever, he will not kind of, we're not in the business area. I don't
Yes.
want to talk to you about. I'm talking to him in the parking, consulting him in
He's not hiding.
No, he's not. I will, Martin. I'm ambushing him. So that's TAI. So
Yes.
if you're looking for
Ireland,
tax accounting Ireland, that's them. I have no problem talking to them, communicating with them, calling them, and if you have any problem in the office, I'll just send them a call or message.
Yes.
So you cater other companies as well.
We do. We have office space in like probably about 120 companies.
Oh,
yeah,
that's a lot,
it's-
yeah.
So we obviously have staff there to manage that, but yeah, and I would hope that everyone is happy, but
Yeah.
it's
They're a big business.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Over the years, as a company grow, you will really need a tax
Of course, yeah.
experts to help you out with the small details and the rules and the policies and legislations that are required for you to make it smoother. So
That's another thing. That's a good thing that you pointed out there, Ronald, because many of maybe Filipinos are like thinking about how can I do business in Ireland and what should I do? Something like that. Is there any advice to those people looking into
Yeah, or planning to start
planning
business.
to do business? Like a business advice, is there anything that
find the proper accountant.
Yeah. Right. Yes.
Someone that you can trust.
Yeah, well, I suppose the starting point is if you're moving to Ireland, is like a PPS number. You know,
Okay.
from a basic, like, bottom line, basic point of view. Because obviously, if you can't get a PPS number, you can't get a visa. So
Yes.
you can't do anything. You know, that's your starting point. If you get a PPS number, obviously you can work and start your business or work for a person, whatever you want to do. It obviously is up to yourself. If you want to be self-employed or if you want to be an employee, you know.
Yes. So don't be afraid, guys, to do business, but do it right in the beginning.
With the right accountant.
Yeah.
Having the
Because-
right accountant
Yeah, it's
means that you can do it right.
no, 100%. But it's like if you come to Ireland and then ignore it, you're gonna just cause problems for yourself. Whereas you're better off get your PPS number. If you're going self-employed, get an accountant, whoever the accountant is. But again, get an accountant if you're getting self-employed, because you're going to need them either way, even if it's 3 years down the line. But you decide you're going to have to do a tax return, or you're going to have to do whatever. But the problem is, you leave it 3 years, you're going to be hit with penalties. So there's no point in waiting. Just do it right at the start and move on, you know.
Yes, yes.
There's a fear whereby, oh, if I approach an accountant, it will be expensive for me. But then actually, in the long run, it will be cheaper because you will know what kind of things that you can possibly deduct or manage it properly. Because sometimes, oh, I don't want to approach an accountant because it will be the cost is there, but actually you can claim that cost against the income that you're getting. So basically, it will offset and it will be much
The
beneficial.
expenditures and all these things will be going against the tax.
And your accounts will be clean, and that would be
Yeah,
the way to
exactly,
start.
and exactly what Ron's saying. Like the process is to do it early and kind of know what you're doing, because if you leave it and kind of, I suppose, bury your head in the sands, you're going to end up running into problems, end up with surcharges, interest and penalties, and it'll end up costing you way more than
It will be more
could be
expensive.
way more. It could be avoided from the start, you know. And there's no need to go down that road, you know. To just register, pay your taxes, you know, and do it right, you know, from the start. And you know, that's all the revenue wants, is do it right from the start, and that's the way to go. 100%, you know. Otherwise, I guarantee it'll just cost you more in the long run.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And the good thing, you'll be focused more on your business
Exactly, yeah.
rather than focusing on the
Accounting.
details that you're not really sure
you're
about.
not- yes, it's not your expertise. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, thank you very much for that advice, business advice. Thank you.
Thank you
Is
so
there
much.
anything that last I'd say anything that you can say to the couple about their company, about themselves?
Yeah,
and-
about working with them.
Yes.
Yeah, I suppose like a couple of years on from their business startup, like, you know, I suppose Daisy's being the kind of there in force, I suppose, let's call it the person in call, but I suppose Ronald's being very much in the background as equally in that round, you know, as in Daisy be the person there, the speaker, let's call it, but Ronald equally is the person there looking after things, making sure everything is right from a finance point of view. And obviously he's kind of stepped away from his IT from his personal point of view, but he's more stepped into IT from the company point of view, you know, as he was saying earlier. But I mean, you know, the two of them are very family orientated, but it's from a point of view of they run the business that way, I suppose, from the staff and point of view, and very good to work with. And even from my perspective, you know, I would email Ronald, I suppose, and Daisy, and Ronald would be straight back to me on everything, you know, straight away. This, very good to deal with. And I know he's the same with the staff and so on. Just in general, I suppose, very good to deal with, you know, from compared to, I suppose, other clients. They're slow, let's say, but like, not all clients, but like in general, he's very quick to come back with, and just in general, very good to deal with overall, and just good people to work with, you know, as in they're the people you want to be dealing with the whole time. And I know that that's how they deal with their staff as well, you know, as in, and that's how you should operate a business, ultimately, you know, as in, and they're doing it right, you know. I mean, I don't know what other way to say it. They're doing it right, and they're dealing with their accountants right, and they're dealing with everything right, you know. So that's the way to do it, you know. So.
Thank you, Martin.
Thank you, Martin. They won't be at this level if they're not, you know.
Well, that's why they're growing the business, because they're doing it right, you know. So, because they keep growing every year, year upon year, because the both of them, not just one, it's both of them dealing with everything right and doing everything right, you know. So, and that's what you need, you know. You can't just have one growing it. It's the company growing it, and the both of them are doing that together, you know. So, as a family, you know. So, and the business staff-wise, you know. So.
And would you like guys to invite, let's say, Filipinos to come to Ireland to work?
Look, I couldn't recommend the both to work for Daisy and Ronald highly enough, without a doubt, you know, because they look after the staff. You see it tonight, I'm sure you see it tonight, but without a doubt, they look after the staff, and I mean, I couldn't highly recommend them more, you know.
I will say it's one of the good company where to work. It's a good employer. Believe me, as I'm employed too, and I see, you know, from other side. So
Thank you.
How about the couple? Last words.
Thank you very much for inviting us here, and it's been a pleasure, and we are inviting Filipinos who are in the Philippines or wherever you are. If you wanted to come into Ireland, then just look for Serenity Care or the Nightingale Agency Limited or the Nightingale Placement Agency, and apply for work, because we will try to look after you and care for your needs, and we'll help you out with the small things that needs to, sometimes it's just a small gap that needs to be connected, and you're here. So we welcome you here in Ireland.
First of all, thank you so much, Martin. That's, you know, for your very kind and generous comment and about us. And thank you, Helena. They've been very good to us. I think, you know, they keep on guiding us with some business advices. The properties that we have recently acquired as a Serenity is because of their advices. They might never know that. I didn't know, possibly they don't know that. But they have been a very good influence to us. Martin, you've been very good to, you know, I'm always kind of looking at you as one of the mentor. You just don't know that. But look, thank you everyone. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. K. Yeah, so thank you for having us in your program all the time. And to all out there, Filipinos, you're more than welcome to come and join us here in Ireland. And if you're looking for any job, any company who will look after you, just think of Nightingale, Serenity, or the Nightingale International. So you're more than welcome, and always, always remember that you will be looked after here.
Thank
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So guys, I'm sure there will be thousands of emails now going to you. And yeah, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Okay guys, until next time. Tara!
Tara, let's talk.
Let's talk.
Tara!
Let's talk.
Tara!
Let's talk.